I've stalled on recording this voiceover for such a long time, and I don't know. I've been looking for a fantastic intro, so I'm grateful for reaching 100 subscribers as well as the reception on my last video. I felt very happy that people were able to relate with it. You guys were able to relate with it. I think in all the while that I've been making things in my blog posts, my YouTube videos, my illustrations, the thing that has made me the happiest is when people can say, "Oh, I feel so seen and I feel so heard." That's because most times I feel very, very alone, and I usually feel like I'm in my head. And so it's nice when I know that, oh, we're together in this. There are people who feel the same thing. So what you can see here is me trying to collage a photo. It's something I've gotten into recently. I typically do collages with paper and other materials. Okay, so I started making videos on YouTube because I enjoyed recording things, and honestly because YouTube money is attractive. I know that 100 subscribers isn't 1,000 subscribers or 1 million subscribers, but I'm happy about it. And I'm never typically somebody to like little growth. I like my growth being big and glamorous. And lately, I've been learning to just take it easy with myself and appreciate the small things. And sometimes I really feel the pressure to make movie-like videos because often that's what's in my head to make. There's a huge vacuum most times with skill level and vision. So sometimes you might realize, well, I realize that I'm unable to craft something I'm really satisfied with or the way I see it in my head. Another thing that I really want to talk about is the productivity culture, and human beings are designed to want progress, and we're made to build things, and so everywhere people are always looking for ways to be more useful with their lives and more efficient with their time. I think that it's always important to determine what productivity looks like for you, and it isn't quite the same for everybody. Essentially, I think that what has been marketed as time management and productivity is certainly a great way to start. However, I found that for myself, it isn't sustainable long term. And then instead of building a cycle where I constantly feel like I disappointed myself, I watched a video by Rowena where she was talking about how to-do lists aren't effective until your energy is managed effectively. So the way to get this done is by listing the tasks you got to do, obviously, and then you ask yourself what consumes the most energy. And it really calls for a realistic look at your day. By listing the tasks you absolutely have to do, like absolutely. If they were not done by you, they would not be done. And then you ask yourself what consumes the most of your energy and what is most important. And well, that really depends on you. Decide on what is important and urgent. That's a whole different topic. But you need to ask yourself what consumes the most energy. Think of it as deciding between a high intensity workout and a low intensity workout. I found that I can't always do high intensity workouts because they require more energy from me, and low intensity workouts do not require the same amount of energy. So it's like placing those in your day strategically, and it helps really balance things, I've found. So in this case, it won't really matter the number of things you have to do. What would matter would be the amount of energy you have to give to the number of things you have to do and how they serve you in the long term or whatever you need to do. So let's talk about being 20 and all of the whole in your 20s spiel and talks. I promise you that if I listen to another one or see another video pop up on my YouTube recommendations about what to do in your 20s, I might scream. I really cherish gaining useful information and wisdom. However, I think that that when you watch so many videos, you are kind of trying to control how your chances will be. And truthfully, we have like a whole lot of things that we can learn, and we have a whole lot of control over what we can control. At the same time, we also have a whole lot that we cannot control. And I think that watching all of those videos and ingesting all of that information, useful and unuseful, still takes away from the fact that we will still have to experience things. And I don't know, it's kind of like hearing horror stories or good part of a story before seeing the entire story through. Obviously, you will not know when the good part is or where the bad part is if you never actually live through the story. So what I'm trying to encourage myself to do is to just take my time, because truthfully, I can't spend all of my time watching these videos or reading these books. I will still have to live, and I will still have to experience life, right? So hopefully I'm able to do it in a way that satisfies me at the end of the day. So the last thing that I'd like to talk about is constantly reminding myself and you too that we are without limits. I think that so often as we get older, we've built this huge wall of limitations around ourselves. And this isn't to say that sometimes we are truly limited by circumstances and different things, but I found that the biggest limitations I have always been placed in there by myself or reaffirmed by myself. And I was watching a video by Katie Yu, and she was saying how our brains will constantly look for proof to support the things we've constantly told it. And so when we tell ourselves lies over and over again, or we allow the words of other people to get to us and like replay in our minds, that creates, as a result, we form habits in our thought patterns and in the belief that we have limits and the entire world is against us. So lately I try as much as I can, and this is really, really difficult. I try to break whatever limiting pattern or habit I've built up about myself in my mind, about the world or people around me, or just life in general. I think that deciding that I want an abundant life and deciding that I want to live the way that Christ has called me to live has certainly made me more open to knowing what he has to say about my life and situations that I face. So ultimately, I would just like that we all just share what we've learned so far in the comment section. I'd really like to know what you resonated with in this video and know what you thought about it. I like doing these kinds of videos where I just talk about what has been on my mind, and thank you so much for 100 subscribers again. So I will say in the next video, it's quite exciting actually. The next one, I think I might give you a preview. Let me know if you see the preview so I'll know who watches the video till the end. Bye bye.